Hello and welcome to episode 20 of the Vampire Queen series. There are more episodes on my channel and other series as well. And if you're after adult content or you just want to help support the channel, there's a link to my Patreon down below. Please leave a comment, I love hearing from you. And as always, I hope you enjoy. Pet, what are you doing? I am simply curious, my little bird. It's not an everyday occurrence to find you on the floor of the library with parchment and inkwell at the ready. A map? Huh. I must say it's quite stylish. You have a flair for symbols and sigils. If I were making fun of you, Pet, you would know it. I'm quite serious, it's very good. Yes, sweet thing, I will help you write the words. It does beg the question, why? Are you making a map of our surroundings for fun? I'm a mortal, my love. I'm all for entertaining yourself, whichever way you see fit. Fill the hours however you please. But I am still bemused. Ah, the woods again. You've not gone on any nighttime expeditions by yourself, have you? Good. In the daytime, explore to your heart's content, but the night, don't go out there without me. No, quite the opposite. Trust your instincts. Always. If something in you is saying to keep an eye on the woods around us, then by all means follow through. They seem quite wild. Quite untouched. There's not a lot of places like that these days, truly wild. And humans sometimes let hubris get in the way of warning signs. Is that what happened to your forehead? An excursion into the woods? Hit a branch. You do have eyes, Pet. It would help if you used them to look where you're walking. Shh. Stay here. Stay. Pet. We shall have a talk later about disobedience. Yes, that is a wolf on the floor of our scullery. No, I'm not particularly worried, am I? So don't fret. Well, he seems rather unwell is a generous term. Either way, I don't think he's capable of standing, let alone attacking. Flora informed me that he dragged himself in here before promptly collapsing. And besides, I'm here. You're quite safe, even if you are disobedient. That's curious, very curious. Pet, you've not seen a wolf in the flesh before, have you? Well, they're not this big, usually. Not even close, so I suspect it's not a wolf in the traditional sense. Oh, come now. You're smarter than that. You think creatures like me are the only sort of creature there is. There are all manner of beasts out there. Humans have turned most of them into stories, legends, make-believe, but here you have it. Living, barely breathing proof of something other. That breathing really is quite ragged. Why is your first instinct always to help whatever is before you? Here I was just praising your instincts, and now you're wanting to help the thing. Well, it obviously needs help. It also needs a bath, but I'm not about to start scrubbing it with soap. Oh, Flora dear, you have every right to be disgruntled. Normally every surface in here is shining, and then this beast comes along and undoes all your hard work. Now that is a good question, pet. How does something this big and fearsome get into such a state? Another wolf, possibly. A hunter, no. A hunter might make 1 wound, maybe 2. They couldn't possibly run this beast ragged, not unless there was half the village participating, and I haven't heard a peep from outside until this thing blundered in. I can't see any wounds through its fur, and I don't plan on combing through to investigate either. Well, it's clear enough it's not in a good state. Yes, pet, I can smell blood, but I'm not entirely sure if it's the creature's or it belongs to something else. Seems to be good old exhaustion more than anything. Well, I don't think locking the door is going to do much, Flora, but I do admire your forethought. Where are the other servants? They hid. Well, they are a smart lot. There's a reason you've all been in my employ for so long. Pet, don't approach it, for God's sake. Its bones aren't breaking, it's shifting. It's quite natural, if a little gruesome. And... oh... oh, now this is intriguing. That, Flora, is our friend the Reverend. You haven't had the pleasure of making his acquaintance yet, have you? Pet, I'm afraid I cannot help you. I simply don't know. There's been a lot of that lately. Not knowing things. I'm getting rather tired of it. I don't know what he's doing here, how he got in this state, if there are others of his kind about, nor do I know where his clothes could be. I had hoped to make it the rest of eternity without seeing a man naked again, but we can't always get what we want, can we? Thank you, Flora. You may burn the blanket once he's done with it. The smell will never come out of it anyways. Reverend, can you open your eyes, or are you going to continue acting like a dead fish on my floor? It seems the latter option is all he's capable of. Well, this is interesting overall, but I'm certainly not going to sit here waiting for him to wake up. Flora, keep him warm. Perhaps splash some water in his mouth if you wish. And do be a dear and let me know if he stops breathing.